Hello everyone, this tarot reading is focusing on the topic accountability. The reason I actually wanted to focus on this, I've actually been wanting to do this reading for a little while, but yeah, the reason why I want to focus on this is because I actually see it so often, where it's full-grown adults, men, women, parents, managers and authority figures who actually really struggle to take accountability. And usually it isn't because they don't know better, it's because of fear, ego and worry about the consequences. Or fear of judgment, or not wanting to admit they were just wrong, okay? So this reading is not about blame or shame in any way. It's about awareness, honesty and growth. Simple as that. I want to say accountability, my darling, isn't punishment. It's actually freedom. Just like when you speak, when you speak the truth. When we take responsibility for our part, we really stop carrying things in the shadows, okay? And when that happens, it can really feel like a huge weight has been lifted. So if this readings resonate with you so far, please take an invitation to reflect and not to judge yourself in any way, okay? So I've shuffled the cards and I focused on 3 questions. What was this? The first one is, what do you need to take accountability for right now? The second question is focusing on what has been stopping you from taking accountability. And the third question is, what will shift or be freed once you take accountability? So the cards that have come out is the Knight of Wands reversed, the Three of Swords, the King of Pentacles reversed, and at the bottom of the deck we've got the King of Swords, which I'm actually really happy with that. So before I break down each question, I do want to talk about something that I'm noticing, because I'm not reading just for one person. There's multiple people that I'm reading for, so I'm going to be picking up on multiple things, okay? So there is a lot of masculine energy here. Masculine energy is about action, direction, control and decision making. But in this spread, it actually doesn't feel balanced, okay? It feels quite distorted. So I don't know if this is to do with you and this resonates with how you're being, or it resonates in the sense of somebody around you is behaving in this way, okay? So just bear with. With some of this energy being reversed, it points to someone struggling with assertiveness and power problems, okay? Power issues or power control. On the surface, they may look quite confident or dominant, but actually underneath there's a lot of insecurity. And this is where control issues and power trips can really come in, okay? Somebody's, it's like an energy of someone trying to regain authority or self-worth by actually avoiding accountability rather than actually owning their own mistakes. The Three of Swords shows or tells me this behaviour is actually rooted in pain. When emotional hurt hasn't been processed, the masculine energy can turn defensive or overly self-protective in unhealthy ways. And instead of facing the wounds, it acts out, okay, or this person will act out. So this can actually show up in an energy as being greedy for attention, emotionally unavailable or inconsistent, or actually quite a reactive person. With the King of Pentacles reverse, this really highlights the misuse of power and stability. So this can represent someone who wants the benefits of authority, security or leadership, but without actually wanting to take responsibility for their actions, which we see actually in a lot of relationships and companies with managers and stuff like that. But yeah, it really is. It's control without grounding, structure without integrity. So the message here, okay, isn't at all that you are a bad person. It's that accountability is being avoided because it would actually require slowing down, feeling that discomfort with the Three of Swords being there, and it can be quite difficult to do that, and actually then letting it go, which could even be harder for some, okay? So truth, strength isn't domination or avoidance, it's actually ownership. And once accountability is taken, that masculine energy can return to its healthy expression. Decisive but decisive but considerate, confident without ego, and strong without being controlling, okay? So now that that's off my chest, the first question, what do you need to take accountability for right now? This shows where honesty is being asked of you, whether that's your actions, your words, your reactions, or something you may have avoided, denied or left unresolved. So this card here is the Knight of Wands reversed, okay? The Knight of Wands reverse shows someone who's struggling to commit, gets distracted easily, or moves in and out quickly. There's an avoidant energy here, my darling, okay? And this suggests accountability around impulsive actions, quick decisions, or reacting in the moment without fully thinking things through. And for some of you, this could be about unfinished commitments, inconsistency, or saying yes in the moment and then pulling away later. Okay, we all do this. The second question is, what has been stopping you from taking accountability? This looks at fear, ego, questioning, or emotional block underneath it, okay? So the card that's come out is the Three of Swords. And this points to a very clearly to emotional pain, heartbreak, disappointment, or something that hasn't been fully healed, okay? So there may be fear that taking accountability will actually reopen wounds, confirm rejection, or actually make you feel quite exposed, okay? So avoidance here hasn't come from cruelty, it's actually coming from protecting yourself or a wounded heart, okay? The third question, which I keep forgetting about, is what will shift or be freed once you take accountability? So this shows the outcome of you owning your part. And the card that's come out is the King of Pentacles, reversed. So taking accountability releases unhealthy attachments to control, security, and external validation, okay? It actually frees you from feeling like you have to hold everything together or prove your worth through responsibility, status, or stability, okay? So once accountability is taken, you no longer need to grip so tightly out of fear. There's a real sense of feeling lighter, less rigid, and less weighed down. Even the body, okay? You will honestly feel the improvement, especially with the King of Pentacles being here. Oh, God, your body will feel so much more loose and freer. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Swords, which I'm actually really grateful the King of Swords is here because this brings clarity, truth, and integrity to the whole entire reading, okay? So the outcome of accountability is clear thinking, honest communication, and self-respect. It's about standing in your truth calmly and maturely without defensiveness and without needing to over-explain yourself as well. So, my darling, this shows that accountability does not weaken you at all. It actually restores your power. It releases the emotional weight, the mental loops, and the need to control outcomes, and allowing you to actually move forward with clarity, integrity, and peace. So I hope this reading's helped. Have a good day. Bye-bye.